Hello everyone, very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today I'm going to show you my favorite warm tone palettes. It's 6 eyeshadow palettes that I have in front of me. I'm going to show you. I already have a video up where I show you my favorite cool tone palettes. So I will leave it up in the eye and down below if you want to watch that after this video, of course. And if you haven't been here, my channel is all about makeup, apply makeup, talk about makeup. I have a lot of makeup content. I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I would love to have you here. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below, notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. But let's go ahead and get started. So my warm tones, I love warm tones and I love cool tones as well. I really have been enjoying cool tones lately, but I always love a warm tone look. And I have some favorites here. So let's start. This is not in a particular order. This is not a ranking video. This is just me showing you my favorite 6 eyeshadow palettes, warm tone palettes. The first one I grabbed was the BH Cosmetics Mimosa palette. This is so beautiful, you guys. If you like pinks and oranges and reds, no, maybe not reds, yellows, this is a perfect palette for you. I adore this palette. It's so bright and beautiful. It feels perfect now for spring and summer, and I get so happy when I open this up. You have some beautiful shimmers here. I'm gonna swatch some so you can see, and also beautiful warm tone mattes here, and it's just very vibrant, and the shimmers are very sparkly and beautiful, and I love this palette so much. I mean, look at this. I mean, if you're into these kinds of colors, I can truly recommend this palette. I mean, it's very affordable as well, and I really love this palette so much. And the only thing with this palette, if I could change anything with this palette, it would be I would love to have like a really deep dark matte. But other than that, this is a almost perfect palette actually, in my opinion, when it comes to warm tones. Next up we have Oldie But a Goodie, and I love this palette so much. This is from Colourpop, and this is the Orangey Glad. And this just makes me really happy when I open this up. This feels like, I mean, summer, summer. And it is 100% warm tones. I mean, look at this. This is so stunning. This is a beautiful monochromatic palette. You have a dark shade, you have almost like a neon matte here. You have these beautiful shimmers here. Let me see if I can swatch some here for you. They are so bright and so stunning. I have done some really cool looks with this palette, and I always feel happy when I use it. And I mean, you can see why, because the oranges just makes me feel happy. And yeah, it's a great formula, and it has a pressed glitter here in the middle. I haven't used that because it is a bit chunky, so it doesn't have these small glitter specks. It has small glitter specks, but it also have these chunky bits, and I don't want that near my eyes. So, but I still have it in the pan. I mean, I could take it out and put another shade, but I don't want to do that. I want to have it as it is. But I love this palette so much. Now when I see it, I wanna use it. That's how it is. Now I'm gonna show you a palette that is more like a more neutral palette, but it has been in my collection for quite some time, and I haven't decluttered it. I will never declutter this palette because this is beautiful, and I grab this when I want to go more warm tone, but more in autumn. In autumn I will use this palette, and this is the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay, and this is how it looks. This is beautiful. This is more like burnt oranges and reds and browns, and it's more, you know, it's not these super bright shades, but it looks so beautiful on the eyes. Of course, if you take the Orangey Glad against this looks really dull. But this is super beautiful, and it's a very nice quality palette. The shimmers are not like my favorite shimmer formula, but the matte performs so good, and I have been enjoying this so much. And yeah, I really like this. It's a super beautiful palette. Now I have 2 Colourpop palettes and 1 Kaleidos. Maybe I should take the Kaleidos. I love Kaleidos Makeup, and this is a beautiful warm tone palette. I don't know if they have this anymore, if this was kind of like a limited edition, but this is anyway the Futurism VR Neon palette, and this is how it looks when we open it up. This is so warm, except maybe this one, this green here, I don't know. But if you do like this, I mean, look at this color. So you have a bright yellow, bright orange, a bright red, and then you have these beautiful shimmers. I'm gonna swatch these for you. Now I remember I didn't swatch the Naked Heat. Maybe I can go back and do that. Look at these. These are just sparkly and beautiful, absolutely stunning, and these are really intense, these mattes. You can almost see it here, but it says VR Neon, so you can imagine how bright they are. They are super bright. You have to be very careful when you use these mattes because they are super bright. I love to use this palette. I always do the same look, I feel like, when I use this palette, because I take all these 3 shades here, you know, like a graduation, and then I put these 2 on the lid, like maybe this one in the inner part, this one in the other part. But it looks really beautiful anyway, and I really love the quality of the Kaleidos. Maybe you want to see some swatches of the Naked Heat actually, so let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. This shade is stunning, and then you have a really deep dark shade, and then this one maybe. You can see it's more muted, it's more like a neutral palette, but it is very beautiful. Now it looks maybe very boring, but on the eyes I feel like I do amazing looks with this palette, and I will never get rid of it, as I said, because it is kind of a special palette for me. I don't know why. It is kind of the first palette. It's not the first palette I got, but it is one of the first palettes I got, and I still enjoy it, and that says a lot. I think that says a lot. Now for 2 palettes I really enjoy. This is the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. I need to have this in this category because this is warm tones. This is more corally pinky shades. Oh my god. You have some deep dark shades here, like this for instance, but I really enjoy this palette a lot, and especially now when spring is here. Look at these. These are just stunning shades. This actually is very similar to the Mimosa one. You can get some similar shades in this one. Actually, now when I look at it, maybe I can put these 2 like this. If you can see, you have some similar shades here. This is more like brighter, but you have these like peachy pinky shades in that, and the shimmers actually is also kind of similar. It's not dupes though, but and this one is a Super Shock shadow, and that is so sparkly and beautiful, and it's just magical. Look at that. Look at that sparkle. As I said, I need to use these palettes more because, yeah, why not? Because they are beautiful. I mean, this is the time to pull out these kinds of shades in my collection in a way, because I love these kinds of shades when in summer and spring and all that. So this is the last palette. This is from Colourpop as well, and this is the California Love. And this is also like a 12 pan palette. This is how it looks. This is so warm tone. This is a neutral warm tone palette, but it leans more towards yellow, oranges, browns, rather than more reds. This is a little more red, but this is so beautiful. This formula in this palette is amazing, and it is yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a beautiful neutral palette if you're looking for that, but I think I saw someone compare this one to the Natasha Denona bronze palette, and there were some similar shades in there in this one. compared to the Natasha one. You have a pressed glitter here. Same here. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know how this one feels. Maybe this is a good glitter actually. I don't know, but this is how it looks anyways. I have done some fun looks with this one as well. And I mean fun, I mean you can do some fun looks as well, because you have this bright like orange and you have some other brown shades. So maybe this is kind of like, you can't do any fun looks, but you can. And I feel really inspired when I look at this, and I have done some great looks with this. I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful. And yeah, this was actually it. This was it. And as I said, every time I do these kinds of videos, when I take out some palettes I have in my collection, I get so inspired to play with them. So I'm gonna put some of these in my Shop My Stash and do looks, because because I love them so much. I see that now. I haven't filmed this look, by the way. I can just say what I've used. Let me see here. What did I use? I used the glitter here. It's actually from the Tati palette. I have been enjoying this so much actually lately. And I just put this glitter on. Just put it on. Because this glitter in this palette is so easy to use. They are very similar to the Pixie Quads that I really, really love. And the shadows I have is from the Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral. I love this palette, so I've used the shades here, the warm tones here. Really, really pretty. I really love this palette as well. This has actually warm tones and cool tones in the same palette, and I really love the mix of that. Maybe not mixed together, but have the option to go really cool tone or do a more warm tone look. But as I said, this was it. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. And yeah, as I said, I already have a video up where I show you my cool tone palettes, so check that out if you haven't already, and hopefully I see you on my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.